Hi guys, welcome to Simply Scuba. Here we have the Tusa Serene Mask and Snorkel set. So this is great for snorkelers if you're just sort of beginning. It's also great for scuba divers. It's a great way to get a mask and snorkel combo together. So these are both fine for both snorkeling and scuba diving. If we take a closer look at the mask itself, so the mask, the Serene, has a single tempered glass lens. So real wide sort of open lens. A nice amount of vision down in the center as well, and the frame itself is going to give it sort of rigidity and structure. You have a soft silicone skirt that's going to create an effective seal around your face, and your mask is or your mask strap, I should say, is attached onto a pivoting sort of buckle on the frame. So depending on sort of where you want that mask strap, whether you like it nice and high or a little bit further down, you can adjust it, and it kind of comes in at that angle. So this has one-way ratchet adjustment. So if you pull on this strap, it tightens and it stays at that. If you lift up on this little tab, you can then lengthen off that strap. Strap itself has a kind of cradle shape to the back of it. These two straps kind of cradle the back of your head, grip onto the back of it, so that won't move around during the dive. On the inside, we see the skirt. So the skirt has an external seal and an internal seal. So instead of just a single point of contact all the way around, it actually creates a very wide sort of contact all the way around your face. It spreads the pressure, so you're not going to come out with sort of red marks around your face, and that stops the water from getting in and stops the air from getting out. The edges of the skirt are nicely rounded as well. So instead of a very thin sort of point, sort of creating a lot of tension, it's actually rounded, so it's more effectively sealing against your face, no matter the shape of your face. On the inside, you have a relatively low sort of volume on the inside, so it's not going to affect scuba diver too much. You don't have to equalize too much. And when you're equalizing your ears, you get decent access to your nose, so you can equalize really easily. So that's the mask. Moving on to the snorkel. So the snorkel has two valves in it. The first one is down at the bottom. So this is a one-way purge valve. So if any water does make its way into the snorkel, one is going to get trapped away from the mouthpiece, so you can still breathe past it even if there is a small amount of water in there. Except every time you exhale, you're basically going to push all the water out of the bottom, and then it gets replaced with fresh air. So you don't have to push all the water out through the entire length of the snorkel. It just gets pushed out the bottom just when you breathe normally. So that's a really nice feature. Now the mouthpiece comes with a little clip sort of protection over the top of it. Very simple mouthpiece. It's angled as well, so snorkels always go on your left-hand side. That comes from the scuba divers. Your regulator comes in from your right, so your snorkel is always on the left. So it's angled, so that makes it much more comfortable. A nice small mouthpiece on that, so it doesn't go too far into the back of your mouth. And you also have this hinged silicone corrugated section. So this is for comfort, so that mouthpiece can fit sort of no matter what shape your face is. It's also great for scuba divers, so when that's attached onto the side of your mask, when you switch to your regulator, you let go of that and it naturally drops away, giving you a nice amount of space, so it's not getting in the way throughout the whole dive. Moving up, we just have a very simple clip to attach it onto the mask strap. That just loops over the mask strap and holds it in position. A rigid tube, just make sure that that airway is always open, slightly curved so it goes around sort of behind your head, and then coming up to the top valve. So this valve is a dry top valve. It has a pretty comprehensive splash guard, so if waves are coming over the top, they're naturally going to sort of get diverted away from the airway. But if you ever submerge under the water, this grey section at the bottom is a float. So as you descend, that's going to float up to the top, and you can see that this little plug is blocking the top of the snorkel. So that means that no water is going to fill up the tube. So when you're actually under the water, it's going to stay sort of full of air, so when you get back up, that little float will drop back down and give you a nice clean airway. If you even get a small amount of water in, again, you just have that big trap down at the bottom. Just exhale as you normally would, and that will push it out. So a great little combo set. It's great for snorkelers and scuba divers if you're just starting out. It's a real effective way of buying a mask and a snorkel together. This is the Tusa Serene Mask and Snorkel set. Thanks for watching and safe diving. We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.